Yes, this is the middle part of the medulla oblongata in the view of transverse section. I discussed the transverse section of the lowest part of the medulla oblongata, which is called pyramidal decussation, and this diagram is called as sensory decussation. Sensory decussation. Okay. Then this part, nucleus. This is called as nucleus gracilis, which is also present in the before diagram, which I have discussed. The lowest part of the medulla oblongata, which I discussed past video, that is nucleus gracilis. This is also the nucleus gracilis, but it is the transverse section of the middle part of the medulla oblongata, and this is the diagram of mainly sensory decussation. This is nucleus gracilis, and this is called as nucleus cuneatus. This is nucleus gracilis, this is nucleus cuneatus. Okay, this is accessory nucleus cuneatus. This is the part, the spinal tract of trigeminal nerve, which I discussed in the last video. This is the same structure and the nucleus of the spinal tract of the trigeminal nerve. Spinal tract of the trigeminal nerve, and this is the nucleus of the spinal tract of the trigeminal nerve. Same thing which we read in the diagram of pyramidal decussation, but this is not pyramidal decussation, this is sensory decussation. Nucleus of spinal tract of trigeminal nerve. This and this structure I shall pointed it at this side because little bit hazy. Okay, then this structure, this is called the nucleus of tractus salitatorius. Nucleus of tractus salitatorius. This is responsible for the controlling of blood pressure, which is associated with the baroreceptors, which is present in the carotid sinus, carotid artery, okay, stretch receptor, which are present. This is associated with the blood pressure and baroreceptors. This is this structure. This is called nucleus of tractus salitatorius, and below this structure, which is present the dorsal nucleus of vagus nerve. This structure, below the tractus salitatorius, this structure is called as the dorsal nucleus of vagus nerve. Dorsal nucleus of vagus nerve, the 10th cranial nerve. Okay, and below this structure, this is hypoglossal nerve. Hypoglossal nerve. This is the nucleus of hypoglossal nerve. Of course, this is the nucleus. Of course, all of the structures are nucleus. Nucleus of tractus salitatorius, dorsal nucleus of the vagus nerve, and the nucleus of hypoglossal nerve. Nucleus. Okay. And this is the same structure. This the spinal tract of trigeminal nerve, and this is the nucleus of the spinal tract of the trigeminal nerve. Okay. These two structure, these are called as medial longitudinal bundle. Medial longitudinal bundle. Okay. And this structure, these are called as dorsal spinocerebellar tract and ventral spinocerebellar tract. Okay, sorry, one thing is I have missed. This is the dorsal side, this is the ventral side. Okay, then dorsal and ventral spinocerebellar tract, this and this respectively, and these are the same structure. These structures, these are called inferior olivary nucleus. Inferior olivary nucleus. This and this same structure at both sides. These are called as pyramids. This and this. Then nucleus gracilis. This is also nucleus gracilis. This is nucleus cuneatus. This is also nucleus cuneatus. This is accessory nucleus cuneatus. This is also accessory nucleus cuneatus. Both side, but the structure is same. Okay. This is called as lateral spinothalamic tract. Lateral spinothalamic tract. This structure and this structure. Okay. Just try to see very carefully. This is a cross connection, this is a cross connection, this is a cross connection, this is a cross connection from both the nucleus gracilis and nucleus cuneatus respectively. This is a crossing over X-like structure, just a cutting part. So this cutting and this cutting are called as sensory decussation. Sensory decussation. This part and this part, the two cutting spot from the nucleus gracilis and the nucleus cuneatus, from the respectively the cutting spot or the X-like structure is called as sensory decussation. Sensory decussation. These are called as sensory decussation from the nucleus gracilis and the nucleus cuneatus. Okay, read it very carefully.